San Diego has a new chief of police.
And he joins us here this morning. Chief Scott Wall, welcome and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you both.
I feel like we've known you for so many years, and now they're the chief. How does it feel? It's been a couple of days. Has it sunk in yet for you?
You know, it's still very surreal for me. I couldn't be more excited and ready to get moving forward. And I'm just very honored for this opportunity. It's tremendous.
When you get things going and you say something like that, what is the first thing on your agenda? You always talk about, oh, there's a list of things you want to get to, but what is on the top of your agenda right now, your first couple days in office?
First and foremost is building trust in the community, building trust within our own organization. I want to create an environment where people want to be a part of. This goes back to the recruiting and retention of our own employees. I want to invest in them with leadership development. You know, 80% of our top-end commanders, captains and above, will be retiring in the next 2 years.
Wow.
So we're going to have a tremendous amount of attrition moving forward. We need to get ready for that.
Wow.
And third, I'm looking at reorganizing the top part of our police department so that we can meet the needs of our police officers, but also meet the needs and be adaptive to what we're seeing in society.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've been with the department for 26 years.
Correct.
I mean, you walk in and there's a lot of work to do. But I have to say, like what Raul just said, we worked, when I was reporting,
Yes.
I was just thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was 8 years ago. I'm like, when was the last time I was like texting? And that was, at that time, it was Lieutenant Wall, I need help. But you know San Diego, you know the heartbeat of San Diego. What would you say is the most challenging thing coming into this position that you guys will be facing?
Communication really is probably one of the most challenging things, and it's ironic as a former PIO that I'm saying that, but you know, our organization is almost 2,500 employees.
Yeah.
How do you communicate to all of them rapidly so that they're up to speed with everything that's going on? And then how do you get out into all of our distinct different neighborhoods in San Diego and make sure that we're communicating effectively, you know, throughout the city?
I think the issues that we've had over the years, that has been top of mind for communities. What about my street? What about my neighborhood?
Sure.
Are we getting the same attention as other neighborhoods in San Diego and kind of having that equity? I wanted to go back to what you said earlier, because I did have a question here. It's like, what changes do you foresee? And you mentioned this reorganization, which I found interesting that you said that, because what do you mean by that in terms of kind of doing these shifts and the changes in the top and how the department is basically run, essentially, or how does that work?
Well, we've had the same organization for
Sure.
decades. And in the past, when the world spun at a much slower rate than it does today, information exchange wasn't as rapid as it is today. We were able to absorb the issues in society much more easily and more effectively. Today, things are so quick and so rapid that we need to kind of reorganize and balance the span of control of what all of our commanders are taking on so that we can maintain a leadership perspective and not be inundated with day-to-day tasks. And make sure that that workload is distributed equally amongst all of our commanders so that we're all on the same page and we're all working at a very high level.
Take us back to the swearing-in ceremony. We saw some video. It looked like you got a little emotional when you started to speak. Friends and family were there. I mean, what is that like to be sworn in and to have your family and friends there?
You know, it sounds cliche, but this has been a dream my entire life.
Sure.
Growing up the son of a San Diego police officer, I truly believe this was America's finest police department, and this was all I ever wanted to do. And so to finally be here, it's still very surreal for me. I don't know if I'm going to get used to it or not. But to be there and to see family members, friends, my little league coach there, my high school football coach was there. There's people throughout my life. It was really
awesome.
a special moment and one I'll never forget.
I want to, in terms of back to the challenges, and you mentioned the hiring and the retention, because I know Chief Nisleit, when he was here, I think last week, he talked that that's still an issue, and it's been an issue since I've been here.
Yeah.
What can you do as the new chief to make sure that we don't lose the fine officers that we train and we spend money on these folks to train them and become police officers, and then they leave for higher pay? What needs to happen to keep them here?
Well, there's a couple things that you touched on there. One, police departments throughout the country are struggling with recruiting and retention. This is a very difficult job. There are very high demands and expectations, as there should be from society. What I'm focusing on is the way I came into this organization. It was something in my heart. This was a calling and an organization that I wanted to be a part of, and I wanted to make a difference in our city. I'm looking for that type of person, whether they want to stay on our professional staff side or whether they want to be a sworn member of our organization. I'm looking for somebody that is driven and wants to be here, but it's in their heart. That type of person, and then building an environment where people want to be here, they want to be a part of something bigger than who they are as an individual. We have an opportunity here. This is America's finest city.
Yep.
We're the 8th largest. This is an incredible opportunity to be a part of protecting America's finest city.
Before we let you go, I know you mentioned about technology and maintaining and do it. We have cameras and this and that. New tasers are coming in.
Yes.
Are those going to be a big game changer for you guys in terms of how you do your jobs out there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The technology with the new tasers allows us to have a much greater standoff distance. So when people are armed with lethal, but knives,
Sure.
That extra
sticks,
distance.
that
makes
extra
a
distance is
yeah.
absolutely, and the accuracy is really it's laser sharp. So it allows us to de-escalate a situation, use lower levels of force, and take situations under control much more rapidly.
All right, Chief Scott Wall, we congratulate you. Can you say it? Thanks for coming in. We'll be speaking with you more often. So thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.